Well, hey everyone, welcome back to a Sunday edition of Throwback Thursday. Hope you're all having a really good weekend. Gwen is working on mowing right now. She seemed extra inspired today to get out and get something done, so I said, well, Gwen, we've got some fields that need mowing, so get after it. Let me turn up the speed so we can walk a bit here, a little quicker. So, yeah, we're back on Old Family Farm. We are mowing this lawn here. It needs to be mowed. This lawn over here is mowed, and I've got another farmhand working on doing some windrowing so we can get this grass collected. I think we're going to just do all silage. I was thinking, actually, I didn't look, so I should do that. How much grass do we have? Or hay, I should say. This is all we have left. Maybe we should. We'll stick with that for now. I think our animals are in pretty good shape. Cows look like their food is staying up pretty good. We don't have a lot of cows anyways. And what about our goats? Yeah, they're not doing too bad. I think we've got some hay sitting over by them anyways. I'm going to adjust my mic just a little bit. There we go. Let's go over actually real quick. I got a couple things I'm going to show you all today. I made some deals. I made some deals while you were gone. Well, hello, sheep. So, I had somebody stop by the other night who saw our Ford tractor. He's a collector. Said he wanted to buy it, restore it, and I got a pretty good price for it. So, yes, I know. Oh, that's all you need? Okay. We'll take this out of here, buddy. Put that over there. So I sold it to him, and because I was more interested in getting a couple other things, and I noticed a sale. Where are we? Let's go look at what I bought. Let's just do that. Let's get it over with. This came up for auction and sale, and I'm like, yes, this is a tractor I have wanted to use since it was released quite a while ago. I forget who the mod author is on this Ford tractor, but I really quite like it. Ford Series 10 Force 3. You know, I don't think I have. Maybe I don't have that mod installed. I've got a mod that gives the name of the mod author here down on the bottom. It doesn't look like I have that installed, so I apologize. I wish I remembered who the mod author was for these Fords, but man, I really liked them when I saw them, and they're really well done, well detailed. It's in a little bit, I mean, it's in used condition, no question about that, but it's absolutely fantastic. The interior is outstanding, detail-wise and everything, and it's 150 horsepower. It's got a I don't know what it's got in it, if I'm being honest with you, but that will be our biggest horsepower tractor on the farm. So I thought we could get rid of I thought it was a good deal getting rid of the old Ford. I also picked up this spreader. Holds a little bit more, well, quite a bit more, excuse me, lime and fertilizer than our other one did. So I thought this would be really handy to have. And I picked up a hoe. Um, yeah, because we're going to need it. And I'm going to show you why. Let's hop in our Ford 7810. Very, very nice. You can see how even looks like the buttons inside move. There's the hazards. The turn signal switch moves. I think the ignition, Yeah, the ignition key turns. And is that a brake? Maybe a parking brake or maybe the choke? Yeah, that's probably a choke, isn't it, down there? Really, really nice. Really, really nicely done. Gear shifting, the whole 9 yards. So very happy to have this on the farm. I have no idea. I think it's 70s or 80s. Is it 80s? I know it's a little bit new for our farm, but I was really looking forward to using it, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Regardless, it's kind of a classic tractor, and I guess maybe if with a little bit of stretch in the imagination, we'll just say, you know, it fits on this farm pretty darn good. So this is why I got the hoe, is for our potato field. We've got a bunch of weeds we need to take care of, and I thought we'd give the hoe a try instead of doing liquid fertilizer. I suppose we could do liquid fertilizer, but it seems like you lose some yield, or you lose your max yield bonus if you use liquid fertilizer. Do I have that right? Am I thinking about that right? Let me turn this walking speed down a little bit. There we go. Let's check out this hoe and see if it's going to do what I'm hoping it's going to do. I mean, it's designed to go between rows. I think it's actually designed for potatoes, possibly even for sugar beets as well. It's a John Deere hoe. Really, really nice. You can get this in the Giants Mod Hub as well. I think this is for all platforms. In fact, I bet both of these, both this Ford and this John Deere hoe, are for all platforms. Is it taking care of our weeds? It looks like it is. Yes, it is indeed. Beautiful. That's what we needed. Now, if I only had my GPS, I'd be all set, but I'm not going to go that far with it. We're going to have to deal with me just trying to eyeball this as well as possible. Probably should use some row crop tires on this Ford. Would probably be a little bit better solution than these wider tires, but they'll get the job done. It's going to be hard to tell where in the world I have ran this thing. Maybe we can go by my my end rows here, the way I missed some here and there. Maybe that's what we'll go by. We'll just try and keep it straight that way, and maybe if I get indoors and pick a lane and stick with it, maybe we'll have some better luck. I'd say that getting the majority, we'll be in pretty good shape. So I wanted to get some old family farm in today, this weekend, before next week start. I think next week's going to be another kind of busy week for me, kind of a busy week at work. Oh boy. Next weekend, probably, we'll have to see how my schedule looks, but it's potentially may not have any videos for the weekend. I will have videos during the week, but I may not be able to hit any videos over the weekend. We'll see how it goes. I kind of wanted to get another Sunday edition of Throwback Thursday going. Just so we can scooch a little bit further along. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to. I mean, I guess you can kind of see where there are weeds, but I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to really do this without GPS. Everything just seems so much harder without GPS. I know you all hear me say that all the time. I'm telling you, it just does. Just does. So Gwenevere told me this morning. I would say asked me, but she more than basically told me that she is going to be sticking around for a while. She did receive. She did receive. I shouldn't laugh about it, but you know, it's kind of funny because it's like her. She got the paperwork for her divorces. I still don't understand how she's got multiple divorces going on at one time, but she's got the paperwork came in for her third and fourth marriage. So she's pretty geeked about that. She told me last night that she can hit the dating scene once again. Oh, God bless those that meet up with Gwendolyn. Gwenevere or Gwendolyn? You know, that's been a time-honored family secret. Not really sure if she's Gwenevere or if she's a Gwendolyn. I think it's Gwendolyn. I just call her Gwen most of the time. It's the best way to not get hit. So that's what I do. She's taken the farming life really well, though. I'd say overall for a city slicker, she's taken to this farming life pretty darn well. I think she she may find it somewhat meditative and soothing to be out working in the fields. Which in that case, I'm happy for her, you know. She is planning on staying around, I guess, for quite some time, and she told me this morning that she can handle any of the any of the responsibilities for her marriage issues remotely through the mail, and she is just going to she's going to stick around for the time being. That'll be great. That'll be just great. More sleepless nights of me waking up at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, hearing her crying. Still don't understand that whole thing, but I've also learned not to ask. Let's see where we left off. We'll have to keep an eye on our hired hand and Gwen to see how they're doing over there. I'm just going to keep them going on grass work. Boy, I have no idea. I am pretty sure we are somewhere in this neighborhood. I think I see some weeds right in front of us here, kind of. Yeah, I think we might have gotten not quite over far enough, but this will work. Let's get this row done, and we'll go check on our hired hands a little bit more. So our bank account is dwindling once again. I continue to spend money just as fast as we make it. However, we did pay off our bank loan, which is good. So if we need to borrow some money, we always can. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape, though. I think with our additional land that we purchased, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Once we get all the grass work taken care of today, yeah, I think we're going to do some sugar beets. We're going to hit some more row crop action. We'll see how that all goes. Looks like we've got a pretty darn good field of potatoes, though. And I think we'll have a pretty good yield on these potatoes. I just need to remember to hit them with one more application of fertilizer, and I think we'll have a pretty good yield. Speaking of yield, it's been so long since I've not played with precision farming and stuff, but I noticed on Old Family Farm and over on Hinterland that I almost always get 98%. I rarely get, it seems like lately, 100% yield. And I'm trying to figure out what am I missing. I am, even if I plow or cultivate, I put down lime, I put down fertilizer, I plant or I seed, I roll, I put down another layer of fertilizer, and I'm like, what else can I do? And I was doing a little looking around, and apparently, I believe that extra 2% that I'm missing is mulching. I have not mulched in forever. I typically don't mulch. For different reasons. I oftentimes don't mulch because I have a direct drill planter that doesn't require mulching, or maybe I plow, uh, or I just cultivate. But my understanding is that's the 2% I continue to miss is the mulching part. So I may give that a go. Probably not here, but on Hinterland. I might get a mulcher out there and just see if that makes the game. The game is kind of funny that way. Well, it's not funny, but it's just because it's a game and because it's got set. Um, you know, it's a computer game and it's got set values for everything. Um, it's like even in like I've always thought in situations where you don't need to mulch, the game shouldn't. I don't think the game should take away 2%. Like I was thinking the game should be smart enough to realize that, hey, you don't need to mulch here because you've got a direct drill seeder, or for whatever reason you're not mulching, and shouldn't penalize you for that. It's I guess it's not penalizing you, but it's not giving you that, it's just like rolling. That reminds me too. I wonder if I have that mod enabled. There's a mod that came out that disables the need for rolling on row crop plants. Um, I'm thinking you don't have to roll for potatoes, sugar beets. It might even cover more than that. Like real world things. Like in the real world, you wouldn't roll after you planted potatoes or sugar beets. And I don't even know if you would roll after you plant sugarcane or poplar. I would definitely not think you'd roll. You'd roll after planting poplar. That would be kind of weird. But the game still wants you, or still says, needs rolling after planting potatoes or sugar beets, and that's just not how it is in reality. But I'm not sure if I've got that mod enabled or not. I think I might have it enabled, actually. It's kind of one of those default mods I tend to enable. Let's stay here for a second, and let's go see what's going on over here. Outstanding. So our hired help got done with windrowing there. How's Gwenevere, Gwendolyn doing over here? Oh, she's done with the mowing too. Really, really nice. Okay. Well, let's get somebody kicked off here on... this is the next thing I'm going to replace is this mower. I think it's the next to go. It actually doesn't do that bad of a job. I just kind of, as we grow bigger, it would be nice to get something a little wider. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. The mower I would replace it with would most likely be the Batwing style mower, the John Deere brush mower kind of thing. In fact, I think I have it enabled. I also should take a moment to check our maintenance too. I haven't checked that in a little while, it feels like. That's looking pretty good. I mean, this mower, honestly, for simplicity's sake, hey, Mr. Duck, it's done a really good job for us. Just kind of was something a little bit bigger, but we'll see if it comes up in the sale or if we can make a deal on it. This thing right here is what I'm thinking. It's only 75 horsepower too, but it would add a little more width to our mowing. There's also a couple other mowers I saw that look kind of fitting. They're kind of this style but older. They don't look this modern, but I kind of like this John Deere mower. I've used this a couple times and I like it. I like it. So we might pick that up eventually. All right, let's set up a course for this guy here. Let's see here. We want this and this, and we want this. Number of headlands. What are we doing? Windrowing? Yeah, let's do 3 headlands. Smooth corners are fine. That'll work. We can deal with that. See if we can get Gwen to do this for us. First waypoint. Yes, good enough. That's not Gwen. Hold on a second. That technically that's not Gwen. That's definitely not Gwen. That's not Gwen. Gwen, where are you? I would love to be able to pick my hired helper. Gwen normally is the darker hair with the tank top. And I usually get lucky. Oh, shoot. I had it. I had Gwen. There she is. You go, girl. Sorry, everyone. Oh, this was the other thing I picked up. I found this laying around in the junkyard in the Santa Fe Springs city junkyard. A little trailer like this. I thought it'd be really handy just for simple things like feeding our chickens and stuff, which I do need to do. So I need to remember to do that. Brad, pick a deal there, Brad. There you go. So I got to remember to feed our chickens this month. They're not going to starve, but they're getting kind of low on food. Just probably make sure and take care of that. So this Ford also conveniently has a the same front loader attachment for the front loader that we've already purchased, and so that kind of worked out well. Threw some front weights on it because I figured it could use some front weights. No 3-point on the Ford, so I don't think we have a tractor on Old Family Farm that has a 3-point, but I don't think we really are desperate for one anyways. So I'll be curious to see what the next DLC is supposed to, or is going to be from Giants. Now that we got our... Oops, I am not far enough. Oh, I'm too far over. I see some weeds right there. I'm going to miss if I don't move over a scotch. So let's get over a little bit here. Boy, I'll tell you, it was nice sleeping in this morning a little bit. I'm recording this video in advance because I had some traveling to do this, well, the weekend that you're watching, out of town, and so I slept in a little bit this morning. Don't say anything to my boss. Wasn't a long sleep in, but it was just that extra like half hour, 45 minutes, and it just seemed like it just paid off so well. It actually turned out and worked out pretty well because the newbie I'm training was late anyways and left early, so I had somewhat of a relaxing day. I like relaxing days. We should all have more relaxing days. I was looking too at the analytics for the channel, and I can't understand all of them. I mean, YouTube does a pretty good job with kind of trying to simplify them and things. In fact, there's so many analytics that it becomes a little overwhelming. I don't know if any of you have ever, if you've recorded videos, if you've looked at the analytics on YouTube. But anyways, one of them that I stumbled across that I thought was kind of curious. One of them was an age thing, so I don't know how accurate that is or where it gets that from. I'm assuming it's been so long since I registered my YouTube account. I don't remember. It must ask for your birthday and years, so it must go by that, I'm assuming. Google knows all anyways, right? So the age spread of people that watch my videos really surprised me a little bit. The majority was 18 to, I think, 25, 28, maybe even upwards of 30. But the other thing that kind of surprised me was location. So of course, the majority of the people that watch my videos are in the States, and I've got a few in Canada. But the one that surprised me the most was I've got several viewers in Poland. I don't know what to make of that. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think that's what I really like about this, is that people from anywhere in the world, you know, can watch my videos, as long as, I guess, they can watch them even if they understand English, if there's native language or not, you know. I suppose, you know, I've watched videos in Polish, I've watched videos in German. Just sometimes it doesn't really matter. You just kind of want to watch what they're doing, playing the game. But I've got several viewers from Poland. So if you're one of those viewers and you're in Poland, that's awesome. Thanks for watching. I would love it if you'd leave me a comment and let me know if you are one of them. I was just surprised to see that. Thought it was really cool. And then I also noticed the other day I was messing around and checking one of my videos, and I tried the closed captioning on my video. That is impressive. I don't know, like, I was really impressed by how well that the closed, whatever you, Google is using whatever Google is using for their speech detection closed captioning software is pretty darn accurate. Even with my, you know, like Americans use a lot of slang. Depending on where you're from in the States, you could use a lot of, you know, you can drop certain vowels and things, but it picked up, it was like, it had to be easily 95% accurate. I was really, really impressed, which is really cool, because I think the more accessibility that we offer, or that is offered across the board, is the better. And I can say that from somebody whose vision is not that great. I depend on some accessibility features sometimes to make things more enjoyable. Like, I could do without some things. I can, you know, I don't have to have one of the things that I've grown to really like, for instance, is the audio description. Have any of you used this yet? It's like watching a TV show or a movie with a commentator. But it's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. I especially like it with closed captioning, because I really don't like watching movies that are almost all closed captioning, or have a lot of closed caption that you have to read. because there's foreign speaking in it. And the AD, or audio description, they read that closed captioning for you, and it's just, oh, it's fantastic. And it's not available for everything, but it is becoming much, much more common, especially with newer material. HBO is really good at offering it. Hulu is really good at offering it. Netflix, most of the major streamers are getting much better at offering audio description. And even if you don't have a problem sometimes seeing anything, or if you don't want to bother, or if you don't mind reading closed captioning, it is really cool sometimes when you're watching a show and you're watching it and either it's way too dark, or maybe they show something, a letter or something that you can't read fast enough. Boom, audio description will say like, John walks over to the wall and picks up a plate. You know, and it's like, oh, that's what he grabbed. I thought it was a frisbee, or I thought it was this or that, and it's just super cool. It's super cool. I love it. My kids hate it. I love it, and I get it. If you, some people don't like any, excuse me, some people don't like any of that extra stuff when they're watching shows. You know, they don't want subtitles. They don't want anything else. You know, interrupting it, or being in there, and they just want to be focused on their own hearing and viewing. But for me, boy, yeah. So I'd say if you haven't had a chance to check it out and it sounds at all interesting, you definitely should, because I think it's well worth it. Let's see how bad of a job I did here. So I missed a strip right here. And what is all this business? Oh, I know what that business is. Actually, no, I don't know what that business is. We'll go look in this corner. I don't know what happened there. Did I? Oh, that's spraying. Those are dead weeds. Because I was going to spray, and I decided I didn't want to do it. I think that's what that is. Let's see if I can find this strip that I missed. And maybe I can hit this strip. Let's see if I can find some weed action somewhere here. It's not that big a deal, but I might as well do it since we're here. I don't think it would hurt us all that tremendously, but looks like I'm on the right path. We'll just go down this row right here, and I think we'll call it good. And our taters should be happy. I do need to hit it with another spraying of fertilizer. That's the word I was looking for. Another application of fertilizer. But I think we need to wait. I think we can wait till next month to do that. I don't think we have to worry about doing it straight away this month. In fact, I don't even know if it'll apply it this month. We might just be better off waiting until the next month to do it. But overall, yeah, it looks to me like we did a reasonable job. This hoe doesn't fold, does it? No. Some hoes fold and some hoes don't. You knew I was going to say something. You knew I couldn't let that go for very long. Yeah, I don't think that's going to matter. All right, perfect. I like it. I'm glad we got our hoe. We'll need it. We might need it for our sugar beets as well. I'm definitely happy that we picked up this Ford tractor. Really like this beauty. Just nice to have it on the farm. I have wanted to use this mod, like I said, since it came out, and I've just been looking for a reason to use it, and I thought this is about as good a reason as any. Let's not block our planter end because we're going to need that. Will it fit in here, or am I going to have to find another home for? Some hoes are too wide, you know? Sometimes you just get a really wide hoe and you can't quite fit it, and then you just got to hope for the best. There you go. Beauty. What kind of horn does this thing have? Um, oh, it's got the regular beep beeps. Okay. Let's turn this thing on here for a sec. So what's the deal on the dashboard there? You can definitely tell it's definitely more modern than what we're used to with all the digital display. I miss Ford tractors. You don't wonder why Ford stopped making them. I wonder if they sold their tractor division to somebody. I bet they did, right? Did Ford become White, or did White become Ford? I can't keep track. I knew a friend of mine's dad knew all this tractor history, and it was really fun to listen to him because he just knew, like, oh yeah, Oliver's, they were bought by this company, and then they went to here, and they became junk though when they were bought by this company, and yeah, he was a good old farmer. Actually, he was a dairy farmer, and had a really big dairy farm north of here, north of where I live, a couple hours. And I wish I was into farming. I wish I had more interest in what he did when I met him. Because at the time that I met him, I wasn't playing Farming Simulator really. I just wasn't that interested in learning more about farming. But if I would meet him today, I would be all over asking him questions. In fact, I'd probably ask him if I could get a job. Where are we going? We got to park this bad boy somewhere. We're not going to need it for a while, so we might as well put it in here. Now, once we get our grass picked up and taken care of, we can. We're either going to plow up these fields, or we're definitely going to cultivate them. But we'll have to see if we need to plow. Do I have needs plowing turned on? Did I do that to myself? Where's needs plowing? Well, if I don't see it, it's not turned on. Yep, I don't see it. Needs rolling, lime, fertilize, weeds. So fertilize, we still have, like I said, this is our potatoes. We're going to need to refertilize them. Of course, with grass, it's kind of nice because they leave that original layer of, or that initial application of fertilizer on there. So you only need to do one. Needs rolling? No, we're in good shape. We're in good shape all around, I think. We just got to finish our grass work. Oh, you know what that means. Brad gets to do bunker silo. Oh, you know what, though? Got an idea for this bunker silo. Sorry, Mr. John Deere. Let's go feed our chickens real quick, actually. I was just thinking, on this bunker silo run, we're going to use the Ford, and maybe I won't get stuck so easily. I like this little trailer. I think it'll be handy for feeding the chickens. I think it'll be handy if we need to, look out, ladies, gentlemen. Food's coming. Just kind of move out the way. Thank you. If we need to grab just grab a thing of honey, a pallet of honey to sell, or something along those lines. Why do I never get? Can you dump from the side on this thing? Left, right, and back. Why do I never get a dump? There we go. Speak of the devil. Boy, they don't take a whole lot, do they? Man, did I just hear a werewolf outside? I've got my window open, and I just heard this ungodly no noise from out there. It's either it could be a Yeti. It could be a Sasquatch. I want to go squatching someday. That sounds amazing. Just to go out in the woods and do some squatching. Yeah. I watch this dude on YouTube who is he I don't even know how to put it. He is dedicated. Let's put it this way. He is whoopsie. He is dedicated to the squatch. You could not convince him any other way. He believes that not only has he seen several, he has videoed. Yeah, he is a squatch master. Where are we gonna leave this little trailer of ours? And actually, I like this trailer too because it's not the dolly axle kind. This thing's gonna be a little bit easier to back up and stuff, which would be kind of nice. We can just let her sit here for now. I don't think we need the Volvo at the moment. Whoops, sorry about that. Wrong button. We need the Ford. Hopefully the Ford with a little bit more horsepower will help my bunker silo incompetence and make life a little bit easier for me with getting, trying not to get stuck in the bunker silo. I would appreciate that. I think last time I got stuck like, what, 6 times, 8 times, if I'm being nice to myself about it. I would be willing to go and get a I always like watching the ducks just running for their lives. Get a fermenting silo again, but I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, I guess, maybe on the old family farm. I'm actually going to remember to unfold it first this time. That's a miracle in and of itself. I suppose we could save some of the... will the cows will take either, right? Hay or grass? They'll produce more milk on hay. Grass is like the least that they will. But our goats, our sheep, I don't think they care. I don't think they care. Let's see how we do. I don't know. We can always find hay somewhere if we need to. We've got more property now, and we've got grasslands around, meadow grass around that I think we can cut up if we get into a pinch. I'm kind of interested in making a little more money than I am anything else right now. We should buy some more cows. We will buy more cows. We'll probably end up buying more sheep as well. And I think we're going to get another forage wagon that holds more grass. This 7,000 liter business, I'm not super sold on. Look at that Ford. Doesn't she look nice? I love that tractor. I just love the look of these older boxy tractors. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's get you dumped. I think I have a button set up for this. Oh, that's not the button I have set up for this. What do I have set up for this? That's the button I have. Don't hit the doghouse. I think as far as in-game forage wagons go, though, Most of them are going to be a little too new. I wonder what year this is for. I mean, it's got to be pretty new just based on this front pickup area here. That's looking pretty modern. This one clearly is, you know, more our territory. Maybe I'll do a little something in the in the mod XML and add a few liters to it just to make life a little easier. We just have to stop getting such good yields out of our grass. I mean, we're getting good yields from our grass, it seems like. Pretty substantial. And that's not even, we're not even using a silage additive or anything, and I think we're doing pretty good. Get the Ford working, get that suspension going. Man, that thing does have some serious suspension going, doesn't it? See that front axle just going to town up there. Boy, I'll tell you, the person I hired to do the windrowing here didn't seem to fathom the concept that somebody was going to have to come along after them and pick this stuff up, because some of these corners are a bit jank. Like, I don't know what was going on right down there. Almost looks like I did it. But you'd expect quality if you're paying somebody to do it. I can't blame it on Gwenevere either, because she didn't do it. She likes to dig too. Did I mention that to you all? She's a digger. She likes to dig. She's asked me if she can, if I'd be looking for an excavator, some kind of an excavator for her. I asked why, and I've learned to only ask why once. And if she doesn't want me to know, then I don't ask anymore. But she likes digging. When we were kids, I mean, we'd wake up, go to school, she'd just go out and dig. She'd go out in the yard and just start digging. Shovel or not, bare hands, just digging, you know. I always wondered why, but she just said she liked digging. I should get a book, a psychology book, and look up all of Gwen's personality traits and see if they point to any kind of, well, anything I should be frightened of more than I am. Is it just me, or does this Ford have, like, maybe because I don't have mud guards on the front, but man, the suspension on this bad boy, just, it's amazing. That's so fun to watch, that front axle just working. It's got a good engine tone to it too. That George Sanders that I watch, who is a farmer in the UK, he's got a tractor similar to this, Ford TW something. He loves that tractor. Look at that front suspension, just getting it. And he put a straight pipe exhaust on it, and that thing sounds amazing. Sounds so amazing. It's like it's like grown men. I mean, you could have a 60, 70-year-old guy, and they're just all giggling like kids when they fire that thing up and put that straight exhaust on it. It's just funny how it just makes people happy to hear that kind of nice engine tone and stuff. Watching the smoke just billow out of it. Oh. Yeah, this is a nice mod. Did a really good job with this mod, no doubt. There's a Jubilee edition of this mod that looks pretty sweet, but it was an extra, I think, few $1,000, and I didn't want to spend it or have to justify spending it on the paint job. But looks really, really nice. It's that silver. Oh, it's even got the gear shifting indicators up front. Is that rabbit and turtle? Ah, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think this is going to be my favorite tractor on Old Family Farm. I know it might be cheating a little bit that I went with something a lot newer like this, but boy, is it a nice tractor. I'm not going to want to use anything else. All right, I think this is our last run, and I'm going to have to wrap up this episode. We're getting to that dangerous 1 hour mark where who knows how long it will take for YouTube to process, but I do appreciate you all joining me again out here in Santa Fe Springs, an Old Family Farm. Gwenevere and I both appreciate you watching the videos and would both enjoy a like if you do like the video. Gwen said I should just threaten people if they don't like it, but I told her, I said, Gwen, people don't respond like that to threats. It's not the thing. And she goes, apparently she feels differently, but leave a like if you like the video. A subscribe, of course, only if you want to, but would love to have you along with a subscription. And that's about it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I think the rest of your Sunday, as long as I get this out on time, it will be up Sunday morning. And I'll see you all back in Germany on Hinterland Monday morning once again. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. Take care of everyone around you too. Have a safe weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.